Today is going to be a good day. I got my hands on this bottle right here. The Maker's Mark 2024 Wood Finishing Series release called the Heart Release. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Brad's Bourbon Reviews. I'm Brad, and today, like I said in the intro, I cannot wait to get into this. This is a bottle that I don't know if I put on my most anticipated list, but I love the Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series. You can see a few of them right here. I don't have a ton of experience with them though. I think my favorite of the three, it's probably a tie between Maker's Mark BEP and the BRT, I think it was 02 that I liked better. I'm excited for this because this is something that I'm excited they're continuing. I really thought Maker's Mark, when they released the cellar aged, that they were going to start going into the direction that like Jack Daniel's is going into, where they kind of do more aged kind of things. And just because they're doing this doesn't mean they can't do that also. I thought they were going to nix this and just start going straight into the aging of things, which I'm kind of glad they didn't, because I know people love the Maker's Mark cellar aged. I thought it was just okay. I know it might be controversial, but I thought it was just okay. I didn't think it was anything to write home about. I prefer the BEP over the cellar aged, and it's about half the price, so I'm gonna pick that all day over the cellar aged. But I'm excited to get my hands on this. So this is the Maker's Mark, comes in 117.7 proof. They're calling this the Heart Release, and they're saying that this is the second chapter of their wood finishing series, and this is volume 1 of 5. But this is 10 virgin toasted French oak staves, just like their other ones. I think these are virgin oak staves. Yeah, they're all 10 virgin French oak staves. Now, if you've watched this channel before, you know I'm not like the biggest finishing fan. However, Maker's Mark does it right. And it's pretty much the only thing I like from Maker's Mark other than Maker's Mark 101. I am not the biggest fan of Maker's Mark. I kind of think it's a one-note mixer kind of bourbon in most cases. So with all that said, let's go ahead and crack this open, because I'm very excited about this one. I'm very excited I got my hands on this. I didn't think I was going to be able to get my hands on it. And I got to say, the bottle, compared to the original wood finishing series, is so much nicer. This looks so good compared to this. I mean, this still looks great too, but this just looks really, really nice. And good on you, Maker's Mark. I'm excited for this. So let's crack the red wax and let's give this a proper review. This wax is like coming apart. They didn't dip it all the way. That stinks. This might come off. No. Did they ever do the slam dunks on the wood finishing series? That'd be really cool to have one of those. Also on this, they gave the tasting notes right on the front of the bottle, which I think is kind of cool, especially if you're getting into bourbon. You kind of know what to look out for. And the notes on the front, I'm excited to see if this is actually as good as in my head as it's going to be. Let's give it a nosing. Let's see how we feel. That's maple all day. Maple and chocolate. It smells like chocolate pancakes. It smells just like chocolate chip pancakes. Like, go to IHOP, get some chocolate chip pancakes. That's exactly what this smells like. There is 0 proof coming off on this, which is great because it's 111.7 proof. That's a really solid proof for Maker's Mark. This smells so good. There is some fruit in here too, and I don't know. I'm kind of getting like a peach maybe, or an apricot, something like that, and it's just very, very pleasant. Yeah, I like that nose quite a bit. I'm so here for this so far, Maker's Mark. Good on you so far. That nose is fantastic. Let's give it a mouthing and let's see how we feel. That drink's hot. Oh, off the bat. This is always the case for me. Maker's always drinks hot. Hang on, I need a second. To be fair, I haven't had anything to drink in like a week and a half. So, could be that. Yeah, it's maple and chocolate for sure. That does drink hot, man. That does drink really, really hot. I don't know why that is. It's a wheated bourbon. I guess it's the French oak staves, right? That has to be what it is. But that is a strong Kentucky hug, just from the chest down. Like it just hits you and it kind of doesn't give up. The more I'm sipping on it, the less intense it is. But there's a lot of spice coming off that from the French oak staves. That is really, really solid. I don't think this is going to be like bourbon of the year contender. I don't think it's even close to that conversation. But this is a really solid release. This was $85. I don't feel robbed or anything, but this could have been so much better. This could have been better. I don't dislike it. Do not get me wrong. And I'm trying to get through this pour here, but it drinks so much more hotter than I was anticipating it. Like that doesn't make sense for something that's 111 proof to drink that hot. Like this drinks hotter to me than like Stags drink hot. And I don't even think Stag drinks all that hot, but like this drinks hotter to me than, I'm looking around the room here. This drinks hotter to me than like a Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, and that's like got 25 proof points on it. It drinks hotter to me than like E.H. Taylor barrel proof. This could be a me thing, my palate thing too, by the way. It definitely isn't as good as like Maker's Mark 101. I still think that's better. The more I'm sipping on it, the more that harshness goes away, so it could just be my palate. Needing like a, hey, what are you doing? Why are you drinking 111 proof bourbon for the first time in a week? The notes that are in here though are really, really good. The chocolate is very subtle. I definitely get more caramel and I get more maple. It's actually really solid. It just drinks hot. That's the problem. Yeah, it's good. It's not great. I was really wanting this to be great, but sometimes they're not all going to be great. You know, sometimes they're just going to be okay. And this is just okay. I would love to hear what a Maker's Mark fan thinks of this, because I'm not a fan, but it's only because everything I've tried I haven't loved. I don't have a hatred against them at all. I genuinely want everything I ever try to be the best thing ever. But so that's not realistic. But I don't have any ill will against them. Like I don't have like a thing where I don't like them. I don't make it my personality. Like some people make not liking Buffalo Trace their personality. You know who you are. I was really hoping for more out of this, but it's so I'm curious to see what someone who likes Maker's Mark thinks. Does this blow your balls off? Does it just kind of go, okay, it's fine? I still think BEP is the best of them. I still think BEP is probably the best out of all of them, out of the ones I've had anyway. I'm having a tough time with this one because I do like it, but I think for that price point, it should be a little less abrasive. And it's not even that high of a proof. I don't, it's not like it, if it was like 120, 130, okay. But 111, I don't know, man. That seems like you should be able to get some pleasantness out of that. By the way, we hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys. I really, really appreciate it. That's the first milestone of many. We're going to keep going, keep doing these reviews. I'm going to start doing some different types of content. I've got some ideas for some videos, and I think you guys are going to like them. So we're going to do still 3 videos a week, but you're going to see it kind of in the near future. The format, not of these shift, but introducing a few other types of videos. Ones where it's not just me sitting here staring at you, talking to you about bourbon. It'll be other types of videos of me talking to you about bourbon, but it won't be in this room. But so I wanted to introduce my rating scale. So what I'm going to do is, this is the Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series. The Heart Release is the first bourbon I've ever rated on my scale. So I'm going to do a 10-point scale. 5 is just like average. And to me, like the most average bourbon of all time is 1792 small batch. I think this was something that I would probably rate around a 5.5 or a 6 because it's just average. So on the low end of that would be like a 1 or a 2, would be like something that I do not like, the Jim Beam Repeal batch. Hate this bottle. It's one of the worst things I've ever tasted. And then something that I really enjoy, like E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof or a Jack Daniel's 10 or 12, would be in those like 8 to 9s, right? 10 is like there's nothing better available ever, and it's the greatest thing I've ever had. This is one of the worst I've ever had that I'd rate like a 2. 1 would be like you didn't even try. You made piss water. It would have to be really, really bad to be a 1 or 2. With that in mind, I would give Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series, the Heart Release, a 6.8. It is better than average, but it's not the greatest thing I've ever had. It's definitely not the worst, but it just doesn't do what I was hoping it would do. And that's upsetting, but that's how it goes. Sometimes they're not going to be that great, but that is the first one we're doing on that scale. So that's the rating, and I'm going to keep doing it that way. I'm going to give you a description of it, and then I'm going to give you a rating, and based on 10-point scale. So I hope that works. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about the rating system, just comment down below. I'll be more than happy to clear it up for you. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't really plan too much of it. So if we need to tweak it, we can tweak it. That's kind of where I stand right now. Comment down below. Let me know if this is something that you either have or it's on your radar. I'd love to know. Thank you for letting me hit 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. And keep continuing to subscribe. Also, the giveaway will be done on a live stream one night this week. I have to see what my week is like. It's gonna be sooner than later. And if I can't figure out the logistics to live stream, I'm trying to figure that out now so I can like use this equipment. I'm still trying to figure all that out, how I can do it on YouTube. But if not, I'll just do a video and we'll do it that way. So it will be happening by the end of this week, one way or the other. So that's the review of the Heart Release. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, cheers.